Good morning, cadets. Let us solve some numerical problems as a part of revision. Okay. Now today I am going to solve a problem on a concave mirror and then one problem on concave lens, and then we will go for problems on electricity. Okay. An object 4 cm in size is placed at 25 cm in front of a concave mirror of focal length 15 cm. An object of 4 cm height is placed in front of a concave mirror whose focal length is 15 cm. It is placed at a distance of 25 cm. This is a concave mirror. If this is roughly the principal focus, the focal length of concave mirror is 15 cm. And the object is placed at 25 cm, means between F and C. Between F and C, the object is placed at 25 cm. Let us say this is size of the object, which is H equal to 4 cm. Right? You are asked to find out at what distance the mirror should, at what distance from the mirror should a screen be placed in order to obtain a sharp image. This is a concave mirror, and this is the pole of the concave mirror. From what distance? From what distance from this pole of the mirror a screen be placed so that one can obtain the sharp image of the object? Means one has to find out image distance. You are asked to find out what is image distance. Right? This is first question. Second one, find the size of the image. Once you find the image distance, object distance is given. Object distance is u is equal to 25 cm. Right? Using this object distance, focal length, you can find out what is image distance. Once you find out image distance and object distance, you can find out the size of the image by calculating the magnification. Okay. Next, draw the ray diagram. Okay. First we will solve, then we will be able to draw the ray diagram. Simple. First one. To calculate the image distance, we must use mirror formula. We have solved already such kind of problems. What is mirror formula? 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. Remember, the sign convention for focal length of the concave mirror is negative. Focal length of concave mirror is negative. F is equal to minus 15 cm. And object should be always placed towards left side. So U is equal to minus 25 cm. This is also given. You are asked to find out what is V. Therefore, 1 by V equal to 1 by F minus 1 by U. Just substitute the values of F. F is minus 1 by 15. Minus 1 by 15 minus 25. U is minus 25, so minus of minus becomes plus. Plus 1 by 25. Right? Now find out the LCM. LCM can be taken 150. 15 tens are 150. 25 6 are 150. So it becomes 150 LCM. So it becomes minus 10 plus 6. Minus 10 plus 6 gives us minus 4. So minus 4 divided by 150. So that becomes 1 by V. So if it is 1 by V, this implies V is equal to reciprocal of this 150 divided by 4 with negative sign. Negative sign means image is found on the same side. 4 3s are 12. 3 remains, 4 7s are 28, right? 2 remains, 4 5 20.5 minus 37.5. So image is formed beyond. You see, focal length is 30. So radius of curvature is 30. Focal length is 15. Radius of curvature is 2 times 15, that is 30. So image should be formed at minus 37. So it will be here, somewhere here. Somewhere image is formed. This is going to be real image, right? Real image. So how is it that it is going to be real image? Because object is in between F and C. So image will be beyond C. So one has to keep the screen at a distance of 37.5 centimeter in order to get the sharp image, right? Next, find the size of the image. Second one. We know that magnification M is equal to size of image by size of the object. Size of image, if you take it as h dash, size of the object if you take it as h, then M is equal to h dash by h. But we have for concave mirror, magnification is negative. M is less than 0 for real image. Since it is forming real image, so we have to take M to be negative. And for the same concave mirror, M is positive for virtual image. Therefore, here we have to take M to be negative. So M is equal to minus h dash by h is the magnification for real image. So we know what is h, but we don't know what is magnification. So magnification is, again it is defined as v by u, minus v by minus u. So it is going to be minus v. Minus v is what? Minus 37.5 divided by u. U is minus 25. So magnification is negative. So we can take minus of this. Therefore, so if you cancel this, you see 150 by 4. So 150 by 4 divided by 25. So that gives you magnification. So 25 ones are 25 6 are. That becomes 6 by 4. That is 3 by 2. So magnification is, therefore, magnification is minus 1.5, that is minus 3 by 2. So it forms inverted image whose size is greater than size of the object. You can see here. It forms inverted image whose size is not greater, whose size is diminished. Because size of the object is, you see here, size of the object is 4 centimeter. Size of the object is 4 centimeter. So size of the image should be 3 by 2 times. Yes, it will be enlarged in size. It is not diminished, it is enlarged in size. Now I can size. I can find out the size. Size of image. H dash. H dash is equal to h times magnification. You take h times modulus of magnification so that we can get the h dash. H is 4 centimeter and magnification is 3 by 2. So it becomes 6 centimeter. So if you take actual sign, it becomes minus. So height of the image is minus 6 centimeter. So it is minus 6 centimeter. That's how we get inverted image. So nature of the image is real inverted magnified image. Size of the image is 6 centimeter. That is vertically downwards. Now the next one is drawing the ray diagram. It's very simple. Draw a ray of light parallel to the principal axis. Then another ray of light must be passing through the pole. Yes. This ray of light after reflection, it should pass through focus. Yes. And after reflection, you see. Yes. This is how these two rays are converging to form the image. And here they form the image. So this is the ray diagram. You need to draw this ray diagram neatly, separately. That is the third part of the question. Third part of the question. Now let us see one more example. Now the example is on concave lens. Already I have solved this kind of problem. Let us see one more problem. This question is appeared last year, 2020. March 2020 March. So it is just for your information, right? Now let us see one more example, which is taken from 2019. Look at this second problem. An object is placed at a distance of 60 cm from a concave lens. An object is placed at a distance of 60 cm from a concave lens of focal length 30 cm. There is a concave lens of focal length 30 cm. Here is focal length and it is placed at 30 cm. 60 cm. Right? Object distance u is equal to minus 60 cm. F is equal to 30 cm. You can just write here. Focal length of a concave lens, remember it is negative. So first one, minus 30 centimeter. Object distance to be kept always towards the left side, minus 60 centimeter. So you are asked to find out the distance of the image. V equal to what? So using lens formula. Lens formula, we have 1 by V minus 1 by U equal to 1 by F. Therefore, 1 by V equal to 1 by F plus 1 by U. Just using these sign conventions, substitute these values. Minus 1 by 60. 1 by 30 minus 1 by 60. So both are negative, they will be added. So 31 are 22. So it becomes minus 3 by 60. Minus 3 by 60. This implies, therefore, V equal to minus 60 by 3. That is equal to minus 20 centimeter. So image is formed somewhere close to focus, right? So this becomes image distance. Now second one, 4 characteristics of image. Second one. So image is formed on the same side. Second one. One is nature. The image is always image formed by concave lens. It is always, remember, virtual, and it is erect image. Virtual image. Then position position between focus and optic center. You can say within the focal length, that is V equal to minus 20 centimeter. On the same side, minus 20 centimeter means on the same side of the lens. Third one, size can be found out using the magnification. So magnification, of a concave lens is always positive. Since it is always forming virtual image, so M is always positive. H dash by H is equal to V by U. V by U. V is 20 minus 20. U is minus 30 minus 60. So it becomes 1 by 3. So magnification becomes 1 by 3. Therefore, height of the image is 1/3 of height of the object. So size is diminished. So this implies image is diminished in size, and object distance is at the object distance and image distance are in the same side, and the magnification is positive. So this implies it is erect virtual image, since M is always positive. Then ray diagram, as I have done already previous case. Ray of light parallel to the principal axis. Then it appears to have come from focus. Another ray of light directly falling at the optic center. Yes, this goes undeviated, passing through the optic center, it goes undeviated. So here it forms the image. So this ray diagram we have to draw clearly, so that will be part of this question. Draw a ray diagram to justify your part second. So you can see here the image I, this is the position of the image, this is the position of object. So size of the image is smaller than size of the object, therefore it is a diminished in size and erect virtual image, which can be also shown with the help of ray diagram. Okay, fine. Now let us solve problems on electricity. Now let us quickly look into this third problem. This is based on electricity, right? An electric lamp of resistance 20 ohm, an electric bulb or a lamp of 20 ohm resistance, and a conductor of resistance 4 ohm, they are connected to a 6 volt battery as shown. This is 6 volt battery of EMF 6 volts. They are connected in this way as shown in the circuit diagram. Means they are connected in series. 20 ohm bulb and 4 ohm conductor are connected in series. Across them, the 6 volt battery is connected. Now calculate the total resistance. Calculate the total resistance of this circuit. It's very simple now. Both are in series. Therefore, total resistance becomes R1 plus R2, that is 4 plus 20, it becomes 24. Then total current through the circuit. What is the total current through the circuit? So voltage divided by total resistance. So that gives us total current. That's what the ammeter will read. Then potential difference across 4 ohm resistance, and second one potential difference across the bulb of 20 ohm. Then finally calculate the power of the lamp. Okay. Now let us solve one by one. The first one. First one, total resistance. It's very simple since they are in series. R is equal to R1 plus R2, where R2 is the resistance of bulb and R1 is the resistance of this conductor. So 4 plus 20, so it becomes 24 ohm, right? Next, current through the circuit. I will solve it here itself. This is B, this is A, B. Current through the circuit. I is equal to total potential difference provided by the battery divided by total resistance using Ohm's law. Total resistance is R1 plus R2. So total voltage is voltage provided by the battery. So it becomes very simple, 6 volt divided by 24. So it becomes 1 by 4 amps. 1 by 4 amp is equal to 0.25. 0.25 ampere. Now what is potential difference? Third one is potential difference across electric lamp. C. PD. I will write potential difference as PD. Across one electric lamp. Electric lamp is of resistance R2 equal to 20 ohm. So potential difference across this one. Let me take suppose a voltmeter here. It will read V2. Let us say V2. V2 equal to I into R2. Since the current flowing through the circuit is the same because both of them are connected in series. So same current flows through both 4 ohm conductor as well as 20 ohm electric bulb. So current I remains same. Therefore V2 equal to IR2 using Ohm's law. I is already found out 1 by 4 ampere into resistance. Resistance of the bulb is 20. So it becomes 5 volts. So that is the potential difference across electric lamp. Second one, PD across 4 ohm conductor. 4 ohm conductor or 4 ohm resistor, whatever you see. So I will call it as V1. Suppose this voltmeter is connected over here, then it will be reading V1 here. So V1 is equal to I R1. Ohm's law again. So same current flows, therefore 1 by 4 into resistance. Resistance is 4. R1 is 4, therefore it becomes very simple. 1 volt. So it becomes 1 volt. Therefore you can just verify 5 volt plus 1 volt. 5 volt plus 1 volt gives us 6 volt. 6 volt battery, right? Now power of the lamp. Last one. Power of the lamp. P equal to voltage, we know already, voltage across the lamp. P V2 square by R2. V2 square by R2, where R2 is the resistance 20 ohm and V2 we have already found out 5. So it becomes 5 into 5 divided by R2. R2 is 20. So it becomes 5 ones are 5 fours are, it becomes 5 by 4. That is 1 point 4 ones are 4, 1 point 4 ones are 4, 1 remains, 4 to the 8, 1.25 watts. 5 by 4 watt means 1 by 1.25 watts. Right? That is the power of that bulb. You can also calculate I square R. I square R2. I square is 1 by 4 into resistance. Resistance is 20. 4 ones are 4 5s are LCD. This answer is also giving you 1.25 watts. So these are some of the problems picked up from previous year question papers, especially 2020, 2019. Okay, we will solve some more problems in the forthcoming revision sessions. Thank you. Have a nice day.